What is going on, everybody? Let's talk about some Adeptus Mechanicus and how insanely powerful the Vanguard are. So while we're talking, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're interested in Admech videos. I'll be making a whole ton of them, especially next week when I get my Codex. I'll be sharing all kinds of awesome combos with you guys, and you don't want to miss it. So hit the subscribe button if you like Admech. Don't worry, we're going to head on over to the Adeptus Mechanicus and pick up a unit of Vanguard, and we'll get to talking. They have a 18-inch range. Oh, nope, they're sold out. My bad. So that's unfortunate. We can't actually get them the basic troop for our army, which is unfortunate. But luckily, some of us have quite a few. So let's get into it. There's a build your own Forge World that can give you -1 strength of enemy attacks that shoot you from over 12 inches away. That means las guns would be wounding you on a 5, and bolters would be wounding you on a 4, which is a pretty good increase in survivability. Now, this particular Build Your Own Forge World actually has a secondary that can give your radium weapons +1 strength, +1 AP. So this little guy here, this whole little unit, at 8 points a model, is going to have 3 shots at 18-inch range, Assault 3, a Strength 5 gun with AP 2 that auto wounds non-vehicles on a 6 to hit. This unit can be up to 20 man size. It's only 1 CP to put him in strategic reserve. There's a teleport, I believe, warlord trait or relic. You can teleport down a unit. You could put him in transports at like about 12 guys. It's pretty incredible. A unit of 20 of them is only 160 points. You probably don't even need to give them any upgraded weapons, but you might throw in an arc rifle or so, maybe a plasma gun for a little bit of variation. But this unit, 20 guys, is going to put out 60 Strength 5 AP 2 shots that 6s to hit auto wound against non-vehicles. This unit can easily be hitting on a 2+. This unit can easily be rerolling 1s to hit and rerolling 1s to wound with some of the other combos that we'll get into further once we have the book in our hand. And you could take 10 of them, or let's say 5 of them, which would give you 100 Vanguard for only 800 points. That equates to about 300 of these Strength 5 AP2 shots. Now here's another insane thing about the Vanguard unit. Let's not worry about those special weapons. We're talking about this little radium right here. These are going to be really, really good in all the Forge Worlds because they also have a stratagem where on a 4 to hit, it auto wounds. So a 20-man unit shooting at, say, Mortarion is going to auto wound about 30 times before the next 30 shots, if those hit, have to roll to wound. So you're going to force a character, because he's a non-vehicle, he's a monster, like Mortarion, to take 30 armor saves at AP2. Pretty incredible for 160 points. That can just plop out of the sky or strategic reserve onto the board. Yeah, they also have a -1 strength and toughness aura. So a Space Marine is only going to wound him on a 4 in hand-to-hand combat. And there's other combos you could do. You could give them, let's say, the Manipulus. Have you seen that HQ yet? The kind of chunky tech priest? He can give them +6-inch range and +1 AP. Bringing up to a 24-inch Assault 3 gun with AP Strength 5, AP 3, 6s to hit, auto wound, 1 damage against non-vehicles. And then, you, like I said, maybe throw in an arc rifle or something for some shots you might want to split off for some vehicles. But these guys are so cheap, they're going to be so efficient with that 1-point stratagem, wounding non-vehicles on a 4-up. They're going to clear out all non-vehicles and monsters easily just by weight of how many armor saves these units are going to have to take at a -2, -3, even just base. If you don't, say you want to play Lucius, there's still a -1 AP, and you could still do the 4-up auto wound. And in something like Lucius, they would have a +1 save against damage 1 weapons. So let's bring that to example. These guys have a 4-up armor save. A Space Marine charges them. The Chainsword on a Space Marine, or the normal punch attack of a Space Marine, is damage 1. That brings these guys up to a 3-up armor save. They also naturally bring the Space Marine strength down to a 3. So the Space Marine's wounding you on 4s, and you have a 3-up armor save against them. And when you punch him back, you only need 4s to wound him because you brought his toughness down as well. Or, if you had to Overwatch, any of your 6s to hit in Overwatch are going to auto-wound in Overwatch because it's when you roll a 6 to hit, which is what you're going to need when you Overwatch with those 60 shots. There's other battalions. I think Synergies can deploy these units forward on the map in the middle of the board. There's pre-game move combos. You can make them basically immune to leadership tests, and I believe Graia. In Agrippina, you could give these guys, which seemingly with the wording right now, a permanent Space Marine Ancient buff, which means every turn you can give out a Warlord trait, I believe it is. It could be the Relic. That you pick a unit, and when that unit dies on a 4-up, it can shoot or fight in hand-to-hand combat before you remove the model. So, first turn you put it on one blob of 20, second turn you put it on another blob of 20, third turn you put it on another blob of 20, or, say you could put it on some other stuff too, like a good option for that, of course, would be Plasma Destroyers, but we'll get into that later. So, a 20-man unit with that buff for only 160 points, let's say your enemy kills the whole unit. Well, about 10 of them are going to shoot if you roll 4 pluses for every, half of them. And you're going to put out 30 strength 4 AP1 or 30 strength 5 AP2 shots in their shooting phase. I mean, these guys are going to be insane. I think you're going to see minimum 2 blocks of 20. Maybe you don't even have to do 20. I think you want to do at least 1 block of 20 to really decimate large non-vehicle models with that 4-up auto wound. Just insanity. But let me know what kind of combos that stood out to you. These are all things that I'm just picking up from the preview copy videos that are available now. One that goes through it really well but takes forever, it's almost 4 hours long, is the Scardcast, Scary. He goes through basically page by page and reads you everything. Some of them on the previews are not that enjoyable because the person actually previewing it had not ever read the book prior to making the video. So those are pretty hard to watch because they just mumble through every sentence, trying to understand it for themselves. Come on, people, if you get a free copy from GW, can you read the book once? We're trying to get some early leaks here, some early content. But anyway, I have a huge Admech army painted. I'm working on a couple of the newer models, some airplanes. I got a little, not the transport, but the no line of sight tank, and some birdies and some horsies. So I got some of the new units as well. I've been playing Admech since the very beginning of 8th edition. They're my main army. Lucius was always my main craft or Forge World with Graia secondary, and then I'd take Mars in tournaments. I think these guys are going to be bananas. I think most people agree, and they've already bought them all. And there's a ton of combos in this book, so I think we're going to have a lot of content, a lot of videos. So if you like Admech, you're a big fan, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. We're going to be doing a lot of Admech videos. And yeah, let me know in the comments what combos stood out to you. I just think these Vanguard are over the top. Little side note, I like to maybe try these super competitive kind of army build combos once, or maybe one weekend, just so I know kind of how they work. But generally I play with my friends. So, I'm not going to buy 100 of these. But, I'm definitely going to have a block of 20 or so in an army. And I have quite a few unbuilt. So I think I might try to get up to 40. Try to go 2 20-man blocks, see how that goes. I think that fits in really well into all the Forge Worlds, and the build your own is insane. And you can mix and match, I believe. So you could just take all your Vanguard in that plus 1 strength, plus 1 AP radium weapon Forge World, and then make another detachment for all your other stuff. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. Peace.